All right. Hello, folks. We're back with
Back.
episode 3 or so of Ragnar the Viking and his incredible adventures in, well, where did we end up again?
Or like in Tyrol, so like in no, it's like southern Germany,
Southern,
rather northern Switzerland, I think.
yeah, Germany.
Alpine area.
Yes, we are the lords of a party manor, I believe.
Yes, that is true. We're inviting people and drinking from them because we have a rather um, acquired taste, as it were.
Yes,
We like having the fancy blood.
yes, because it
Mm.
powers us.
The vial of this person, or
Maybe if we get like a vial of different, we could like start cooking it up, to
yeah,
like a
yeah,
supercharged
mix,
potion.
mixing it for delicious flavors.
Exactly.
Um,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe we become a sanguine vintner or something.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes, like that. We'll keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
So what happened here? Let's just take it up. It's a little while since we did this
Yeah.
week. So let's see here. We have Duce. Duce
Hmm.
returned, yet survived on our blood.
Yes.
We have the immortal witch we drank from. We have Halvard,
Hmm.
who survived the ship like we did,
Yeah.
turned by the same person as us, which is Glamour.
Hmm.
Uh, we haven't really seen him since, though.
I have not. No.
We are Ragnar, but right now we call ourselves Sir Otto.
Yes.
Um, yeah.
Oh, Sir Otto. I will say since last time I have increased the text size in the text bubble here. Because some people noted that it was very difficult to read the text on YouTube. So this
Yeah,
is
that
an
makes
attempt to
sense.
make it a little bit more readable. We are still limited, so if you watch this on a phone, it might be difficult to read whatever you do. Honestly,
Mhm.
um,
I try to read up, but of course you forget, right?
yeah, yeah, we shall do our best. But yeah, currently we are famous. We are a famous host. That is one of our skills, sort of like the Great Gatsby.
Is
Um,
our skill.
yeah, it is. And our resources are the loyalty of Duce the Learner Thrall and our diary. So we are kind of in a bind here. I'm starting to think that we might not survive very long, but I suppose we shall see here.
We need some more resources and skills to extend our life, at least.
Yeah,
We're running out of
we
things.
yeah
We've been here before. Like,
we have been here before. It is not. It's no, it's not good. Not good at all. Um, goddamn. I'll put on a little bit of music in the background here, and we'll see if I can get it to a level that is too intrusive. Um,
yeah, while you
or,
do that, I'll
or to
just go through
simulate
our
the party.
memories to try to remember here.
Yep,
So remember we're Ragnar. Remember where we came from.
yep.
Remember that we have moved on and that we are Sir Otto. There's two experiences in that memory of who we are. Remember drinking Hjalmar or cool hero.
Oh yeah, our cool hero man. Yeah.
Yeah, uh,
Oh, poor Yalmar.
yeah. We remember getting drinking a witch,
Oh
and we
yeah.
remember the final experience in that memory of basically of us not being able to control our bloodlust.
Yes.
Is beginning to, after drinking the witch, explore various beings and things for what they taste like and what effects it has on us drinking. So, becoming sort of a blood alchemist sort of
Yep.
person is our memory too. It's a complete memory. We can't add anything to that. So that's either going to be forgotten or just stay. We remember staying with Duce in a monastery
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
fighting against a bunch of people who came to assault.
That's how we remember Ducey as well when he came back. We're like, oh yeah, you're that dude.
Yeah, well, in the same memory, we also had the experience of we were sure Duce was long dead, but here he is again. He's shown up again, and he's out of our blood, and we happily offer him more so he might stay with us because we don't remember him being a thrall really. We remember him being with us. We remember having to move from this monastery in the north. We remember going to Swabia to use our strength to get something out of it instead of staying up there in the north. I remember fighting, getting some allies, and sort of taking the place between them because they couldn't really figure out how to split. Remember our subjects disliking our Viking ways of rule, and then lastly, remember bringing our old friends back to our manor, and them being sort of creeped out and weirded out that we hadn't changed while they were old. That said, they have since died of old age, so problem solved itself. That said, the main thing of that memory is that our way of behavior has changed. We're no longer as raucous as we used to be. And the last memory we have is that the church and the nobles are beginning to encroach upon us. We are sort of stagnant. We don't do a lot of the political machinations because really we live so long. We don't need to. And so we no longer could we just drink from the common people without being discovered, just execute whoever and eat them. Instead, we must now make these parties that we get our blood from. Then in a diary, we have a diary currently. It's an old journal where we've written down the tale of how we were sailing to Anglia and how we actually got turned by a Draugr. That is in our diary. Then we have some things we've forgotten, but they're not interesting because they're gone forever. So yeah, that's where we currently are.
We have we have set ourselves up as sort of a party planner, so to speak.
We're an eccentric, noble,
eccentric,
nobility sort of person.
Yeah, throws incredible parties, flaunting all of the taboos and traditions of the very stern church that is like enveloping the peasantry and whatnot outside. But in our walls, there is fun to be had and merriment and some debauchery because you need that stuff. And it's so easy to drink from people if they're intoxicated, hopped up on stuff, right? All right. Well, with that, I suppose we should start rolling.
Yeah, we are in the 11th century. So we're still pretty early, all things considered.
It's considered, yeah.
But not like in a technological golden era or anything like that.
No, I'd say not. It's high Middle Ages at the moment.
Yeah. There's Holy Roman Emperor.
Yes, newly formed.
Formed by Otto. So
Otto.
Whose turn is it to roll? I do not remember.
I don't remember.
Then I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's throw the dice.
Those dice and see what we get
probably
here.
Have said not 46.
Oh, not 46. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
We need a D10 and a D6. There.
A 6 and a 2.
4 forwards.
29. Counting.
29. Almost at the 30s. Have we been at the 30s?
Oh no, not again. You are exposed as a monster and flee to a far-off land. Lose any stationary resources. You do not know the language of this new place. How do you overcome this obstacle? What new name do you take? Oh, we're being ousted again, Manaki. What the fuck? Why?
We're exposed. So where do we go? A new land where we do not know anything. But where could we go? Do we go...
A new land where we do not know the language. Okay, so definitely not Scandinavia.
I feel like we're going to...
Not Germany or anything around there. No,
whatever Hungary is doing right now.
Hungary, you think?
What's up with that? Like, is that a... What's happening
question.
In the...
Let's find out what's...
Carpathians?
Let's see. Hungary.
It's certainly a very vampiric region, isn't it?
Sure is.
Sort of bust into the...
Let's see. Around the 11th century...
Hungary became a Christian state.
Yep.
So basically it wasn't before. It's like whatever the people there did before then.
All right, in 1051, the Roman Empire tried to conquer Hungary, but were defeated.
Let's go to Hungary.
Go to Hungary.
It's been a foreign power, you know. If the current leaders are, I mean, basically, I imagine it's
Is
we're
a
ousted
question.
by someone.
Is Hungary a far off land? Would we accept that description? Living in Swabia, would we count Hungary as being far off?
What do you think? It's medieval Europe. They're like, how far can we possibly go?
How far could we possibly go?
You know, like we could go further, I guess. That's into like the Russian steppe, or south into Greece, or the
Good.
Ottoman Empire, or like the Middle East, if you're looking there. Like,
In Greece would be far off. Russia would be far off, I guess.
you know, Wallachia.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, if you want to go. Uh-huh.
Mhm. Then we change our name once more.
Yeah, that's true. Count.
They say we're very bloody and ruthless ruler.
Yes, yes. Yes, Count
Oh,
Talad Vepes. Yes, that's
I
me.
think that is fitting. No, I mean, I'm up for anything in that regard, really. If you think it's too close by, I just, you know, ideally someplace that doesn't just have like tribal people.
Sure, sure, sure. No, I guess like
Like we could go. I mean, that's
I mean
certainly south, right?
we could
Greece
certainly
right now, I
go.
think it's Ottoman Empire, right?
Yes,
We're sort of
yeah, Byzantines.
like
Byzantine.
yeah,
Yeah, well,
yeah, they're still around. You're right. Yeah, they're definitely
um,
Romans.
we could certainly go far, like far east of Hungary. That would be Transylvania. I mean, that would be very
If we go
fitting.
further, it's like Moldova or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, there's we could go to the Romans, or
yeah. I mean, Athens. Yeah, certainly
Roman.
Byzantium, Byzantine Empire. It would be far off and very strange.
It would be very strange.
Hungary. I feel.
We just run to Venice and take a boat. They
Yes.
know how to get to the
Oh, we've
Byzantine
taken
Empire.
boats before.
They go there a lot, really. When they're supposed to go elsewhere.
I would be fine with Hungary, but since it says far off, that's sort of what tricks me up a little bit.
You're right. Let's go to what's a cool place in the Byzantine Empire?
All right, Byzantine Empire. Let's have a look.
11th century Roman.
Byzantine.
Byzantine.
And they had it all, huh?
What did the Byzantines face in the 11th century? Wow, that's convenient.
Oh,
The Seljuk Turks.
huh?
Right. Economic and military might is waning. Civil unrest is high. Oppressed peoples are not happy. It'll last for another 300 years, though.
Yeah, no.
400.
I mean, heck, like Constantinople. Talk about center of the world, right?
Yeah, let's go there. Why not? That
You
seems like a
could
place
hide in
we
Constantinople.
here's the thing. We've gotten a taste of the finer blood, right?
Yeah,
And if we say that it's the Catholic Church that's out to get us,
yeah,
then it makes sense to we go to a place that doesn't have that.
yes.
Maybe the patriarch is more receptive.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, we probably heard of this. Of maybe we've even like there might be rumors about this place.
Oh yeah.
Swedish Vikings made it all the way. So
I mean,
that was
it's a cultural, economic metropolis.
you
It's
gotta go to Midgard.
Midgard. Of course.
Yeah, we could go there. Why not?
Constantinople.
Yeah, we're going to Constantinople.
And we go there because we are exposed as a monster.
Yes, we are a monster. That does not say we're a vampire.
No.
Specifically, just that we are a monster. We're could also be that people don't know what we are, but we certainly drink people's blood, which is pretty messed up.
Yep.
Some heretical transubstantiation, who knows? We're doing whatever we're doing, people are not okay with it. So,
Oh no, they're not.
on the other hand, I don't know. So we lose any stationary resources. We
Yep.
don't have any.
Nope.
Really.
Do not.
I mean, who knows? Maybe this is where Duce has been.
He's he
All the time. He's been in Constantinople.
wow. He went far to end up as a Viking slave, and then like
Maybe he was from there.
yeah, maybe. All right,
Um,
maybe Duce is from Constantinople. Who can say? I think that
How
we
do you-
add this to memory 5.
yeah. How do you overcome this obstacle? What new name do we take? I guess something Greek.
Yeah, do you not know the language of this place? So we need to find out how to overcome the language. Well, Duce,
Yeah, Duce. We use Duce.
he's learned. We become a foreign count or something, like a nobleman of high standards and importance, and we can't speak the local language, so we deign not to, and so our servant Duce does.
What name would Duce suggest that we use?
Oh, it's a good.
You'd probably name it after some apostle or something, right?
Yeah.
Or something like.
If we go with the idea that we are supposed to be a foreign noble who uses our servant to speak, we could pretty much name ourselves anything.
We probably want to go with something German then, because we should have speak German for the most part.
Yeah, German or Norse name probably.
Yeah.
German. I mean, let's see here.
I think this was Otto. Yeah.
Well, I would say then. Let's go with France. There we go. As a German name.
Sure.
His lordship France von
Well, we don't want to pick a place we actually from.
No, Franz von Hohenhoff. How about that?
Sure.
Franz
That's a
von
big
Hohen.
family, I think, right?
Yes. Lot of people back and forth. All right.
Not like we're going to meet anyone here to fact check, right?
No,
that would never happen.
the only thing they know about us is that we throw fantastic parties in Constantinople.
Well, that's the place for it.
Oh, it really is.
Really.
Okay, so exposed as a monster. What exposes us, and how are we exposed?
What's our current marks? We feel cold.
Oh.
We scream at night and we
Yes.
sleep in a coffin structure. I mean, I think it's we get overconfident in some way.
Yeah. I think after a very loaded up night, maybe we go to sleep in the morning forgetting that there are still people left in the building, or just missing that there are some people left, and they see us creep into the coffins, they hear all the screaming and whatnot. Maybe you have a snack on the way in. I mean, it can certainly be as
stops the screaming.
true. It's true.
But I mean, I think honestly, if you did this sort of thing, you would eventually get discovered. Like, people can only be so drunk, and sometimes
True.
someone fakes it.
It's true.
So it would be something like so currently we're I don't even know if we need to go into the details of exactly how. Does it say we have to?
No, it's just that you are exposed as a monster and flee to a far off land. I'm just curious,
Yeah.
but what would expose us?
I think something like, someone coming into a room who I feel like it's like we have a sort of tiers,
Yeah.
The innermost room is the people who are who are real freaks.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like somebody, goes to some place and sees something they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Someone we can't just kill, right?
Yeah, they see like in the inner room, they see like these like weird blood rituals or whatever we have going on there.
We drink blood from their wrist. They're like,
Yep.
is this okay? And then they go to confession.
Yep.
And they're like, Father, I have sinned. I allowed the Baron to drink my life's blood as he did many others. And the guy's like, oh, what? Excuse me?
He's also deathly cold to the touch in a weird way.
He's writing pentagrams everywhere and
Yeah,
speaking like Norse language, language of the devil, you know.
But we're not Christian. We're
He has
still.
a creepy old monk who speaks Greek.
Yes, he does.
You know, and he has vials of blood and preserved specimens of
Do you know,
animals.
do you know how I think I see Duse now that you said that?
Yeah.
Do you remember at the beginning of Pillars of Eternity 2, the dead dwarf that you meet in character creation? That has this like rictus of a smile on his face.
Yeah.
That's how I see Duse.
Yeah, he's messed up in some ways from drinking all the vampire blood.
Like, oh yes, welcome.
Yeah. Right. So let's say, I leave my home behind me, as my pretensions of normality have grown too thin to be sustained. Do say suggests we go to what would we call it? To I guess we just would call it Constantinople, right? Trying to think, because back then they would say it's the Roman Empire, right? Suggest we go to Constantinople.
The Latin name for it is Constantinopolis.
Constantinopolis. There's like the city of Constantinople. I don't. Well, this is what it suggested. I'm sure. This Constantinopolis. Constantinople. I think it's the first time I've had to write that. S E. No, S. It is. Put like a little thing here.
Yeah.
A city of scholars. Which added might have flavors I have yet to try. I don't think we put a lot of we don't really care about scholars.
Yeah, no, it's
So
it's more like the
he
open-mindedness or the new the idea of getting to taste something new and different.
Yeah. We're going as a tourist, while Duze is being the guy who actually cares about something.
We're here to sample the local delicacies.
Yeah, and I tell them I am full text of France. On you had some name in mind?
Hohenhof. The
Hohenhof.
Yep.
Like that.
Hohenhof, exactly.
All right. French von Hohenhof.
Important we are count.
Did I visiting?
Oh, we arrive at a fortuitous time, Manaki.
Right.
Because there's the sacking of Constantinople in 1204.
Right.
So look forward to that stuff happening.
By who? Who is it?
Oh, let's see. Who is it? 1204. Might be like a Christian Crusade, right? Yes, there. Yes.
Crusade recaptures Jerusalem. It's formed to recapture. Instead, they just sack Constantinople. Yes.
Yep.
We're gonna hate Catholics.
This is this is also the time when I think the Holy Roman Emperor dies, and they keep his corpse in a barrel of vinegar for the whole crusade.
So he still gets to go. God would obviously care about that.
Of course.
Let's see here. I found a world history timeline for Constantinople. So, let's see. We're arriving during the 11th century, so that's like 1050 or something. So we haven't had crusades yet. The first one will arrive at the end of this century.
Yes. There's
After that, there will be a triumph at some point, and then the second crusade arrives, and then later on, the fourth one just tears through it. So, yeah, we got like 2 crusades to go.
well, yeah. There's some rumor and mumblings of things happening, something mentioning Holy Land and Jerusalem, and we sort of just party the night away. Who cares about that, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, I believe it is then your turn.
Yes. Yes, it is. We add also Duce as our interpreter here, since we don't know the language. That's part of this stuff.
We could. You go to as he knows the language, and that's the simplest change. All right. Let's see what you can make happen. Welcome to Rome.
And a 2. Going forward 4 again to 33.
Oh, let's see here. You know where the old things are. Create a resource and make an enemy character into a friend.
Oh.
That's very open-ended.
It's very open-ended. The old things. Oh, yes.
Old things. What are the old things? And who is our current enemy? We have enemies, right? We have
Halvard and Mother Matilda, certainly.
Yes, the Night Hag. I don't think she lives in Germany. It seems like a far away.
Yeah.
Maybe what's Halvard been up to?
What has Halvard been up to? Exactly.
He's not really been up to anything. I mean,
we smashed him with our axe, and then he ran off, right?
Yeah. And we sort of not met him since, but maybe he's here.
Could be Glamour.
Could. I don't think so, though. I think we should save that for if it says your progenitor.
All right, sure. All right, Halvard it is then.
Yeah, okay, Halvard.
Create a resource and make an enemy character your friend. The old things. Interesting.
We come to Constantinople, we know where the old things are.
Well, we are not necessarily learned or by trade. Duce is. Yeah. So he could point us to, my lord. There is there's a repository of old, forgotten relics, hidden from the invaders many times. I happen to know where it is.
Like, it certainly is a okay, I have a suggestion, right? Just brainstorming here. Duce brought us here.
Yeah.
I think Duce wanted us to go here. Maybe even going so far as to say, in the movie it would never be revealed.
Yeah.
But it would be hinted that maybe Duce made us be discovered because we didn't want to go. We're having too good of a time.
Yeah.
And maybe the old thing that he's looked into this current situation. And Duce, we have his loyalty.
Yeah.
But he's also clearly a pragmatic person who lives for himself to some degree. Maybe what he tracked down was he was looking for another way to live.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe the old thing is like an actual old thing. It's like an old,
like a creature.
Yeah, like a sleeping vampire.
Okay, right? like an antediluvian.
Yeah, something like that. And he wanted to get some of that blood, right? but only like the undead can get there.
Yeah.
And maybe we have to
Right,
maybe we even have
the
to,
living can never set foot within the
yeah,
catacombs of, within the within the dread vault to touch the site of Erasmus.
maybe we needed Halvard or something.
Yeah,
Like maybe we even reached out to Halvard and we were like, we can share this thing
maybe.
if
Would
you join us, if you
would we
come.
know how to find him?
Yeah.
I guess we share.
Like we have time, right? We can find Halvard somehow.
We share the blood
Yeah.
of Glamour, the Draugr. Like the curse comes from him, so maybe we can use that to track him down.
Oh, like we have a connection. Yeah.
Yes, there is a connection there. We can smell him. Like I can
Um,
sense him.
yeah, we should add that detail. Basically, whenever we involve someone, we should add another detail. We should add that detail.
Yeah, all right.
We share blood. I'll do that with A.
Yeah.
Blood of grammar
Glamour. Yeah.
and um, and so we feel on another great. This is something like that.
Something like that.
All right. And then, what do you think of this suggestion?
I
Like,
like it. We basically do say knows of a dread vault or like something ancient buried, and I like the idea of no living thing can set foot in there. So you need the dead to do it.
now the question is the resource that we have, is that a localized resource that is the location of this thing? Like we know where it is. We have like a map or something like that. Or do we do the thing and get the resources, whatever we acquire from there?
I think we do the thing and get the resource we acquired.
All right. So is the resource the blood of the antediluvian, or is it like the corpse or
Is it? I do know that Constantinople currently is a collection of very precious historical, cultural, and religious artifacts. It's claimed that like the crown of thorns that Jesus wore is kept with the patriarch in Constantinople, for
so it could
example.
also maybe break into some old thing that vault that no
There is the university which housed treasures rescued from the library in Alexandria.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Maybe it was kept by a vampire,
maybe, yeah.
and that's why it's like protected in such a way.
Um,
Yeah, I think the resource could just be relics of. Like, I'm suggesting that. Suggesting epic. It could just be like relics of old Alexandria.
relics of old Alexandria. All right.
Yeah, we have access to like a collection of things. We might not know exactly what they're worth right now, but along with Halvard, we broke into like a cursed vault.
Yeah. No living creature can enter the vault. Only the dead can.
Yeah. Now, what memory does this go to? I feel like it's a new memory.
Yeah.
Or one with Duce at least.
I think so. I think that's fine.
Yeah. Now that means we have to forget something or move something to the diary.
I think number one. Then I think this is time to.
We have another. We remember that we are this count from.
Yeah.
Of them.
So let's cut this and move it to the diary.
Right. Yeah. All right. And then our memory one could be no living thing can enter the vault of Erasmus.
Yeah.
The vault of Erasmus. I'll put it in quotation marks even. Duce said as he raspily suggested. Duce also knew where Halbert was because he thought about going to him.
Yeah. a lot, this guy. There's something with him here.
Well, he's taken time, and he's been smart about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Duce said, just that we do accept that. With the aid, my old enemy, Halvard. I break the vaults. I break the seals and take from the vault many things of ancient origin.
All right.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, and Halvard becomes our friend.
Yes.
Old enemy Halvard. We
Okay, well, this semicolon says, I share the spoils with
my old
Halvard.
shipmate. Like Vikings, right?
Yeah, the spoils as is tradition.
Yes, as is tradition.
Halvard, and we clasp hands in friendship.
Right.
All right, yeah, we've broken into all the Erasmus. We have the ancient relics of Alexandria. Life is looking up.
Oh, yes.
And now what happens?
Now what happens, man?
We're driven out.
Okay, it's got to be that, isn't it?
Backwards 1
Backwards 1.
is 32.
To keep a prisoner. Why this particular person? Why don't you feed upon them? Create a character and a skill related to keeping them captive.
Oh, well. Look at us
Interesting.
being spoiled.
Look at this.
This
Heyo.
is, we're actually getting skills.
Now we're talking
So
about.
we capture someone and keep them as like a prisoner.
Yes.
Who and obviously I think it's some sort of scholar.
You think? Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's someone we have use for
Yes.
to keep alive, but also someone we don't want to feed upon. So someone we're sort of not impressed by politically or strength.
That's true. We do respect strength a lot. So someone physically weak would be a good choice.
But who still has something we want. Of course, Duce has a plan. This doesn't have to be related to that. I feel like we're giving him a lot of credit here right now.
Yes, Duce is the linchpin.
He got his things right, but
he's more of an interesting character than ever now. He's like, oh,
I know.
need to learn more about Duce.
What is this about him?
Yeah.
What is his motive? Prompt 100 has the answer. If you walk into the sun and die. Well,
oh, fine.
Solution. Who would we keep prisoner?
Yes. Well, we could have some misgivings about Duce. He seems to know a lot. He seems to have a lot of claims and interpretations of these relics of old Alexandria. Maybe we want a second opinion. Maybe we kidnap a professor from the University of Constantinople. And ask him things about interpretations. Is it true that these relics claim this, or does this mean that? We try to sort of learn. Yeah, and we don't want to rely on him necessarily for learning the language or the customs and stuff like that. So maybe
what skill would you suggest we get? It's related to keeping this guy captive.
It's true.
I mean, another thing could be no.
How do we keep him captive? How do we keep like a professor of the university captive?
In a room and lock the door.
I mean, sure. But why isn't people looking for him, for example? That's what I mean. Like, what are the arrangements here? Do we, for example, fake his handwriting? Or like we start like learning the local language ourselves, writing letters is like, oh yes, I have gone on an academic trip. It's very interesting. And start like leaving false reports, faking.
Maybe captive should be taken into it. Like maybe like that word just means that they can't act on their own. Maybe even like what if we fed him some of our blood
Sure.
to like keep him alive and
docile.
Yeah,
Sure,
like maybe his mind is the captive thing.
sure. Yeah, we don't
Around,
need to necessarily lock the door if he wants to stay in.
can't choose to leave.
Can choose to leave. We could, in that case, we would be like, um, like,
It would be something about manipulating minds with blood, like
yeah,
enthrallment.
yeah, like, blood enthrallment. Like, we could learn. I mean, we are a vampire. We can manifest all manner of crazy, strange things.
Oh, yeah.
There's some sort of like hypnotic gaze or like a hypnotic voice, a measure of mind control could be, we feed him a bit of our blood and we can inflict our will upon him, like a sort of domination thing.
So something like something like a subsume the mortal will.
Mortal will, yeah.
We can overwrite what they
Subjugate, or that doesn't capture what you wanted?
subjugate could be, yeah.
Or violent. So subjugate is more violent, I guess.
Ravage the mortal. No,
just
I mean
just leave him an
specifically
absolute vegetable, pretty much.
specifically we his mind is still there
Yeah,
and
yeah,
wants to escape.
yeah,
It just cannot. So it's
yeah,
specifically like a dominating sort of effect, like a
yeah.
sinister.
All right, subsume the mortal
Yeah,
will.
all
I'll
right.
take it.
We've begun taking away. So where would that even where would that go?
Character. I'm just gonna add him here. He
Yeah.
is Constantinople names. Oh,
Let's see. I mean, I can say that we have the person who completed the big church, the Hagia Sophia, is called Krat, I think.
I
Which
see.
is ERDAT. So
Wow,
that is or Tiridates.
Iridatus. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So we could just go with something like that. I don't know why. It was Armenian though, but
Professor might be Armenian.
might be.
Yeah, Attis. Attis.
Oh yeah, you spelled it completely differently, so that's all good.
All right.
Redatus, a professor at the University of Constantine.
In Opal. Uh, uh, there we go.
I think we do this, and then we do. I keep him there.
All right, keep him prisoner.
Yeah, I
Right.
guess you say captive. I keep him captive.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Memories then.
Right. Memory. Red haze. This one is done about how we like to drink people. I feel that's still pretty central to who we are and what we do.
Okay.
Let's see. I think it might go to this one. It is related to the ancient relics.
Yes. Here.
I think it might go in the first one.
I'm just looking.
I think honestly, this number 4 here can also be removed pretty fairly.
I think so.
Yeah. Do you want to put that in a diary, or we might just forget it? Honestly,
Uh,
like us being a mercenary in Swabia, and then
it's old and behind us. We can
yeah,
forget this.
let's put it in the forget pile. I don't think we would write that down.
No,
Doesn't feel like something
it's just a transitory time of our lives. Really, it's not.
We'll put it here, and then we'll put a line through it. go. It's forgotten. We no longer remember that. Or then we can make a memory about this. Do we want to put it on memory 1 as a continuation of getting the relics? Or maybe we want to put it on memory 4
I
here.
think I want to put a memory 4 because this is more related to our suspicions against Duce, perhaps. Like there's something.
Sure. I mean, you know, so something like Duce has much power over me as I do not speak language of, call it, I guess, the Romans. I have captured. I should put a name here. I've captured.
His name was Therodates. Therodates.
Does of the professor using the bonds of blood, and he shall serve as an alternative source of information.
Because we're still sure about Duce's loyalty because we do have that, but we're still
we don't like relying on everyone else.
No.
Yeah, we're independent.
Yes, strong independent vampire.
Strong independent. All right, yeah, okay. We're moving around the world. Create a character and a skill. Why did we capture this person? Why don't we feed upon them? Because we're not actually into that. They're not our.
Yeah, they're not our type of prey.
No, they're old nerd. You know, he spends his time painting his 40K figurines, and you know, we're like, oh,
oh, nerd.
yeah, that's not even a real X. All right. I suppose we should roll the dice then.
Right.
It's your turn.
Right. Let's throw it. 3 and 3. We stay here then.
1. Mortals rescue your prisoner.
Damn
Create
it.
2 mortal rescuers and lose a resource.
God damn it.
So we lose a resource. What do we got? We have our relics. We have the loyalty. Oh, Duce finds out.
Duce finds out. Possibly, yeah.
And he doesn't. He feels betrayed. We have another.
We have another.
We have another scholar.
True. It's true.
He's like, oh, so you don't trust me then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think we lose the loyalty of Duce.
Oh, the loyalty of Duce has been with us so long.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, no, we do that, yeah, for sure.
Wow, it's gone.
Let's see.
And then immediately in the same memory, he gets rescued by 2 rescuers. Who are these people? Who rescues scholars from mental subjugation?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, who does that?
Well, colleagues would miss him, I assume.
Well, he's still around. He's just mentally subsumed. Let's make a pair of unlikely adventurous heroes.
All right.
I feel like that'd be funny.
Sure.
Let's get some random Roman names. Let's see here. Who do we have? We have Cassius. Cassius Capiton. Oh. And the other one is named Publius. Why are these all? Oh,
Publius and Cassius.
Yeah.
All right.
Publius. And then I need like a last word. Nepius. Sure.
And what relation do they have to the good professor?
I think they're his students of ancient relics.
All right.
So he is a student. You know, it's like he has students, right?
Yeah. Of course he does.
Of Iridates. and the ancient relics. They're probably like, I mean, no living person can have these relics, so they have probably been studying them. Now, we came to Theodates and took him over, and so suddenly they're there. They knew that only the dead could have them. So, whole thing.
They have like one of those cork boards, and they have drawn lines. So this is connected to this, which means, my God.
So now we just need a random fact about them that differentiate them. So let's see here. Random. No, we just we have some of these tables around, don't I? Let's see, a random descriptor, random NPC descriptor. Let's just see what's up with them. Okay, the first one is all right. He is a caring, affectionate, loving friend.
All right.
So, how do you describe that as a person who's not his friend? Let's say an empathetic student.
Yeah, empathetic, yes, very empathic.
Empathetic student. He's good at reading people. The other guy is
Maybe that's how he finds out something is wrong with the good professor.
yeah.
It's like
The other
something very
guy is
weird.
a deceitful artist.
I
So
see.
a scheming and duplicitous student. All right, yeah. I guess the other guy trusts him.
Yeah. Somehow he can see some good in him or something.
Yeah, I guess he's not that good at reading people to hang out with this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Publius, maybe he can one day turn you around. But
Oh, Publius.
all right. So,
yeah, I have.
Imprisonment is not long, however, as he is rescued by Publius and Cassius, who are two most ardent students. This upsetting turn of events is impossible to hide, and Dusa finds out that I and then we put like a little thing here, just say he is short but quiet in the days in the following.
Oh,
He's maybe reassessing his.
this might be the beginning of the end, Manaki, if we lose our most precious resource.
Medusa can't abandon us. He's still here. He's a person.
He needs us.
He will die if he actually he'll die just from the game playing on.
Yeah.
Do something to stop us. That said, as long as he has access to us, I think he effectively has a very long lifespan.
Yep.
All right, that was unfortunate, really.
Yeah, that easy come, easy go, I guess.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add these prompts.
I will roll in the meantime.
Yes.
We're moving. We'll be going forward 436.
And then 6. All right, 36. Let's see. The deceptions you practice fool even yourself. Combine any 3 traits to fabricate an experience that you believe to be true.
So so 3 traits. That is our resources, our skills, and our character.
Yes.
And we make up a thing that isn't true.
Yep.
But something that we it's a deception you practice. So we're doing to begin to believe.
Yep.
So what do we
believe? Well, I mean, the most easiest thing to believe is that we are actually the Count. Would be the most straightforward, certainly.
Which trait would that combine?
I guess the famous host, let's see here. Famous host, we can do.
It should be things we still have, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We have relics, we have a diary, we have famous toast, we've subsumed immortal mortal will. That we create an experience that we believe is real. Oh boy. She's a bit of thinking. So probably as a combination of one of our current memories, like something uh,
Hmm.
could be related to the relics in some way.
Yeah,
Believe something about them.
they influence us, or like we obsess over them in such a way that we actually believe ourselves to be an ancient creature or like inheritors of something from Alexandria. Uh,
Perhaps I was thinking we could be telling Halvard, like
yeah,
we could be lying to him
yeah,
about a lot of things, right?
yeah,
Broken axe on his face. He doesn't actually know as much, but we're clearly here and we know things, right?
yeah.
So we could have been positioning ourselves to be like his older brother or like some bloodline thing that
Yeah.
actually is not real, that we have entirely invented.
Uh-huh.
I guess it would be a diary or origin story,
Here, could do the
right?
diary. We could go in and edit the diary. Like, actually, I clearly see
Right?
here.
Pack-
What is the diary
no,
made of, actually? What is the diary? It's
it's a leather-bound book.
okay, very straightforward then.
So we could, yeah, I think maybe we begin believing that the line in one's creation or something has a particular, you know,
I mean, we could certainly. Oh, how about these are relics of Alexandria? The relics were taken from some sort of doom vault with some terrible monster antediluvian curse upon it, right?
Mhm.
Together, however, we study the relics, but we also find strange similarities with what we believe the relics tells us and what we find in our old diary. Uh, actually, claiming that any creature in a vampiric line are actually, as you said, siblings. And since we were turned before Halvard, maybe we believe we are his older brother now.
Yeah. Now, of course, this does not say that we should write an experience that as if it is an imagined one.
Yeah. No,
So
it's
somewhere here
real.
we should basically write a fake thing, right?
We assume this is real,
Yeah,
so
it's real, obviously. Obviously.
we believe it to be
Uh,
true and should be entered as a normal experience. Yes.
yeah.
Number one, then I think adding to the relationship with Halvard seems
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Um,
like this. Having spent obvious time studying ancient relics of Alexandria and our own recollections from our earlier life. I do the royal we again here. It's difficult to.
I thought it meant us, like us and Halvard.
Yeah, yeah. But Halvard
Uh,
isn't in on this necessarily, but
no,
we
it's
might
true.
believe that he
Having
is.
spent Alexandria and
I,
my own actions
I
from my life, a stated conclusion. Sometimes same progenitor are actually siblings. Of things of the blood, and therefore I am Helva's, let's say, older
older,
brother.
yeah.
Older brother. He owes me his allegiance. That's a
Oh.
convenient thing for us to believe.
And Halvard, who's like just become our friend, come back and he's like, "You're
Well,
acting."
we have begun. It's like a pretension. So at first, we have before we have told him some of this.
Yeah.
You know, we've gone to Halvard and been like, Halvard, we're obviously much wiser in
Yeah.
these matters than you are.
Yes.
And now we actually believe that we are.
Yeah. Halvard.
So
We started
don't know
to
what he thinks
just
about
call
it.
each other brother jokingly, but now we're like, no, it's actually true.
All
right.
right. And then let's see what happens next.
Yes, but first a
Wow.
short break because I need to go to the bathroom.
Then we will have that.
All right. Short break. We'll be back next episode. See you then.
I don't know.